Hello everybody, let's talk about one of the greatest loves of my life, and that is aloe vera. Known to the Egyptians as the plant of immorality, that's going a bit too far. Aloe vera has been used in cosmetics like since the invention of the skincare routine basically. But why is it so good? Why is it an ingredient that I go on about all the time? But before I tell you how I like to use aloe vera, leave a comment below, let me know if you use aloe vera before, if you love it, if you hate it, and how you use it as well. Share your little tips and tricks with us down below. For a start, it contains a very impressive list of nutrients, vitamins, minerals that are all hugely beneficial for not just our body on our insides, but our skin as well, including, but not limited to, vitamin A, vitamin B, C, D, and E. And aloe vera is actually one of the very few plants that contain vitamin B12. You're gonna see these vitamins very, very publicized on every kind of anti-aging product. So aloe vera is great, is amazing for anti-aging. You may be thinking you're just a young person. I thought that for a long time. But you should really start anti-aging quite early on in your skincare regime if the sight of wrinkles and fine lines bother you. So obviously the primary reason wrinkles appear and fine lines appear is the loss of elasticity on our skin, making our skin sag. You know, you get those jowls, you get like saggy eyelids, stuff like that. We all know what wrinkles are. Of course, one of the causes of the loss of elasticity is the loss of collagen, which is controlled by our pro-collagen gene. Not a very good name for that. In fact, a study by some Korean professors, scientists, whatever you call them, published in the Medical Journal of Dermatology, so it's official, showed that continuous use of aloe vera in skincare actually promoted an increase of the pro-collagen gene, which is pretty good. So obviously therefore the more pro-collagen we have, the more collagen it produces, the more elasticity in our skin, so it keeps us looking young and taut and fresh. And of course we all know by now that one of the best ways to protect your skin from anti-aging is to use a sunscreen with a high SPF. So one of my favorite, which I mention I think time and time again, is the Aloe Soothing Sun Cream SPF 50 PA+++ by COSRX. This has aloe vera in, obviously. But as I mentioned before, the reason I love this one in particular is because it's more of a, how do I explain it? So it's not a moisturizer, it's like an SPF with moisturizing factors in. So if you have very dry skin, it's nice and nourishing. A lot of sunscreens can be quite drying, but this one isn't. It's very, very good. If you have oily skin like me, you can skip your moisturizer and just use this and you still get all the goodness of a moisturizer plus the protection and anti-aging properties of an SPF. So yes, one of my favorites, all-time favorites ever actually. Yeah, I don't use any other SPF. Another hugely important skincare thing when it comes to anti-aging is to moisturize. Keep as dewy as possible, so obviously aloe vera is a great moisturizer, no matter what your skin type is. Aloe vera is actually known as a medicinal plant, and unlike a lot of other medicinal plants, aloe vera actually contains AHA, so that's alpha hydroxy acids. If you want to know more about AHAs, check out my previous video, which was all on exfoliators, chemical exfoliants, all that kind of stuff. But back to aloe vera. AHAs actually help increase your skin's natural moisture levels. But what's great about aloe vera is it's got its AHA in, but then it also has its kind of gel moisturizer factor. So I don't know, you may not have seen aloe vera gel, but it's basically that clear gel that you can squeeze out of the plant. So it's exactly like a gel moisturizer. This means it's perfect for all skin types. And that's because gel moisturizers not only kind of like feed the skin moisture, but it helps lock in the moisture and helps retain it as well, without being like greasy and oily as well. So when you use gel moisturizer, aloe vera gel in particular, you'll find that you're not left with like a high shine. Obviously, ideally, I would be using the natural moisturizer that comes from the aloe vera plant itself, but I use aloe vera moisturizer now on a daily basis, and I used to as well. So I would need a whole farm of aloe vera plants to be able to keep up with the amount of aloe vera gel I use. So a great alternative is one of my all-time favorite products. It's Nature Republic's Soothing Moisturizing Aloe Vera Gel 92%. You know, it's got other things in it just to kind of like keep it from like going out of date and getting bacteria and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the reason I love this so much is because it's got so many different uses. You should check out my 10 ways to use aloe vera gel video, but especially as someone with oily skin, this kind of moisturizer makes me feel moisturized and plump without that greasy, shiny finish. I mean, and this really does help with all sorts of concerns as far as like soothing your skin from the sun, reducing redness, inflammation, spots, acne. So I would use this just as a daily moisturizer, morning, night, whenever. Keep it in the fridge if you want it to be extra soothing. But yeah, as I mentioned, it's great for acne prone and oily skin as well. So let's talk about the benefits of aloe vera if you have irritated skin, inflamed acne, irritated acne, spots in general. So as I mentioned earlier, aloe vera is a medicinal plant, and that's because it has quite good antibacterial and antifungal properties. So it's very good at treating acne and fighting that bacteria that causes acne as well, and also helps reduce the redness of those spots. And of course, we all know a lot of us pick spots or they can get easily irritated. So the antibacterial properties in aloe vera helps heal those wounds and protect the wounds from like bacteria getting in. One thing I found it really helped with was the scars that acne can leave behind, even small spots leave behind. So it's very good at evening out your skin tone when used twice a day. And of course the AHA that you find in natural aloe vera plant is very good at unclogging your pores, basically reducing the risk of getting clogged up pores, which then leads to spots, acne, whiteheads, blackheads, all that nasty stuff that we can't help but have. So I've not really found a direct spot treatment that I really like that contains aloe vera, but one thing I like to do when I do have a sudden breakout or my skin is feeling irritated, I like to use a very cold aloe vera sheet mask. So I'll keep this in the fridge, I'll cleanse and tone and put my essence on, and then I'll use this in my mask and serum stage. It's got such a nice cooling effect, and then when you use these regularly, you find that your skin tone is a lot more even, your redness has calmed down, your skin is less itchy and irritated. So yeah, I really like this Tosowoong one because the ingredients are quite normal, like there's nothing too crazy in there that will irritate your skin. So yeah, this is one of my favorites, along with the Face Shop one as well. Cold aloe vera sheet mask, perfect for irritated and inflamed skin. So I mentioned irritated and itchy skin. So another thing aloe vera is good for is an itchy and irritated scalp. So whether you've been blow drying your hair too much or you've not been washing out product properly, aloe vera is an anti-pruritic, I think I've said that right, which basically soothes itching. So this is because its antibacterial and antifungal properties basically helps to treat your scalp and soothe it of irritation. And as I mentioned, being a gel type moisturizer, it really helps it actually absorb into the scalp, making a real difference rather than just sitting on the top layer of your scalp. And because of this as well, it's very good at like, what's the word, like absorbing excess oils and any kind of irritants left on your scalp. So the one thing that I do like to use for my scalp is the actual aloe vera plant juice itself. This is because I find that when I do have an irritated scalp, it's in very concentrated areas. So I like to use the most concentrated version of the aloe vera I can get. So what I'll do is I'll usually take out some of the juice and then apply it in a very specific place on my scalp where I feel itchy, where the skin's a little bit irritated, where it's flaky. Getting out the actual aloe vera gel is pretty easy. All you need is a washed aloe vera leaf, stick, I don't know. And then we're gonna kind of very gently peel it in half or cut it in half. Be really careful with this though, because I've had so many accidents with this. And what you're gonna wanna get from this is the gel that you see here, basically. So I just like to spoon it out, and you'll see all that white stuff coming off. Mush it up a little bit, because now we're gonna want to make the gel. So we're gonna whisk it. This takes a little while, more than a little while actually. But you're just gonna whisk it until you start to get that gel consistency, like a little bit gloopy, a little bit slimy. You can make this in bulk though and keep it in your fridge for up to a week, I believe. And I'll apply this into towel dried hair. Then I'll rub it in a little bit, but I will let it just sit in there as well. Kind of like brushing my whole hair back, kind of just let the aloe vera go to work on my scalp. Then I'll just leave it overnight, no need to kind of like wash it out in the morning. It should just like do its job and sink in nicely. So yes, if I could have like a whole farm of aloe vera, I would use the actual plant the whole way through, but you know, this 92% is very good. A very good alternative. So that is the reason why I love aloe vera so much. I talk about it all the time. I will often opt for products with aloe vera in. But yeah, if you've not tried it before, definitely try it. Go out, get yourself an aloe vera plant, mix it in with your moisturizer, mix it in with other products, and see how it works for you. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, the usual stuff. But that is it from me now, guys. I will see you next time.